What's happening? You already know who it is. The Block 7 Prince, aka Prince Zoo. We back, baby. I'm reporting live. We back. We back in the build. By this video, y'all can tell I'm starting off in my normal angle. You know, I'm always trying a new angle. As a matter of fact, this is not a new angle. It's the same angle. But I like starting off like this before I get straight into another, episode of whatever column I'm doing. So you're just going to have to go with it. I like to welcome y'all back to the channel. You know, my handsome face. Y'all see the do right? You like my new tie? You know, you see, it's just like a little. You can't even see it. It's hard. It's hard to even see it. Ain't even gonna try it no more. So we gonna get straight into it. But you know, I just like this angle. I just wanted to try something new. I just wanted to try something. I just wanted to try something new. So y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. I'm gonna be right back. Watch this magic. I'm gonna do. Watch this magic. Watch the hand. Watch me come out. I like to welcome y'all back to the channel. You know who it is, Prince Zoo, aka the Block 7 Prince. You already know I'm repping Block 7. What we rep? I can't say this. It ain't the end of the video. It's the beginning. So we got to start what we need to start. We need to stop playing. But I need to hit.
In New York, I'm in EROC.
Slap somebody. Right. You see that? Every time I gotta wind it up and fix my little bracelet and slap somebody. Wait a minute. You see the ring. You see it. Come on now. This time it ain't gonna be such a fun video this time. I might add a little Blair into it, but not this time. This is gonna be more on a serious note. This story, I'm gonna, sort of tell y'all about the first racist moment that I had, and y'all can tell, by the shirt that I wore, it gave me heartbreak. You see my heart. Disclaimer for this video right now, I'm not an enforcer of racism. I don't respect it, and I don't like it when I see it in real life. I didn't like it when it happened to me. Anybody who like is an applicant of racism, just I can't even say nothing about you. I can't even say what I want to say because I might get demonetized after I say what I want to say because racism ain't nothing that need to be roaming this earth, but it has been for a long time. But we ain't about to have no history lesson. We just gonna chill. Of course, this was second to last semester of SBC, so I was getting ready to finish up all my classes and stuff. Downtown St. Pete. And y'all know the nice little building, the nice little SBC building downtown. I think it was half a school and like half like a little like theater / museum. I just remember the teacher like close to the end of the semester saying, "Hey, you got a project where you actually have to go experience something and have a paper about it, like an actual art sort of musical experience." So me, I was decided, I was like, man, let me do something different for a change. I'm in this art class. Let me not go do the Tiplin, just go to a museum and pick out a piece, and just do a paper about it. Let me go see a little play. Let me go see what these plays be about. And then the teacher was so cool. She like recommended me to go see this one play because they had this like flyer coming out because it was such a coincidence that like this company, I think it was like the American Arts, whatever it's called, they was coming down to St. Pete to do a play. I had a couple homies in the class that I was like, hey man, y'all want to go see the play? I was like, man, we can go see it together, do the assignment together, get it done, flip, bang, bang, we maybe do the paper and stuff, What's the hurt in seeing a play for the first time? I think I seen plays back in elementary school, but this was like on an adult tip. This was the actual play was for mature audiences. So I was just like, yeah, why don't we all go group up, go see the play, do a little night showing, and go out after that, chill out. But all of them sort of bailed on me. They was like, nah, man, I don't want to see no play, man. I ain't on no lame stuff, man. Boy, you lame. Why you going to see a play? Why don't you just go to the museum and be a come with us over there, man. Stop being so different from the crowd. I'm gonna go see this play, man. So I bought a ticket. Like a week in advance. I had the date set up. I was dating somebody else at the time, and she was into all that little artsy stuff. She's like, yeah, I'll go see the play, which as long as tell me the time, and then we're gonna meet up at the this place, and we'll park here. Cause the first thing that happened that night, so I'm all suited up. I got the right fit. Y'all know I always rock with the black. I was in all black. I had an all black sort of muscle shirt from ASOS. Yes, I was rocking the ASOS. Y'all need to go hop on the site and get y'all some merch. Like in an all black fit, and then I was texting the girl I was talking to at the time, saying, "Hey, I'm ready. Let's get it. Let's go see this play together. Let's have a good time." Yeah. I'm about to see you in a few minutes. I'm getting ready. That whole time I was like, something didn't feel right. Like I felt like God give you a message when something don't feel right. So we couldn't find each other, and then so it was like, okay, since we can't find each other downtown, let's just meet up at SBC. You got a extra pass? I was like, nah, baby, it's only one pass. I can't give you my pass because we can't even park in there now. So even if I had the choice to park in there, the garage closed. We got to go to the Sundial. but for some reason, like things weren't like coinciding. Like we things were just really bad, and I think it was me. I think during that time it was me. It was like a directional problem. First I was trying to figure out where we were going, where the play was, not knowing that the damn play was in the second part of the building downtown. Like I said, we got the school side and then we got the art side, like where they do all the plays. So I was like, damn, where do I tell her where to go? And then like hours passed and she was like, it's cool. We can't figure it out. I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna just call you tomorrow. I'll get at you tomorrow. It's okay. I don't got to see the play because I bought the tickets. She didn't have to buy none, so it was just like cool. It wasn't nothing. I lost like a cool $7, so I wasn't like really mad that she didn't show up. And second of all, even after she left and sort of ditched, I still couldn't figure out what the damn museum was. I parked my car in the garage and I'm like walking around and I'm typing in the museum name, the play name and where they was having it, and I'll check the ticket on the email and see where the address was again. And I'm like, then I sort of like walked around. I passed this one spot. It's like when you go past Park and Rec, it's like an extra building, like sort of like tall, like the Plaza Hotel. And I seen some people in there, like it was lit up, and it was like a woman and a man. And I walked into the building, and I was like, hey, do you know where this address is? And I'm like, oh yeah, this is where it is. And as a matter of fact, you right across the street. It's right there.
He needs some milk.
Out of nowhere, I'm like walking down the street, and it's like I'm sitting against the wall because I'm like still confused. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm going, but then again, where am I going? I just seen like a group of young people, sort of like me. So I'm like, okay, maybe they'll know. They can like point me in the direction. And it just happened to be, a group of Caucasian American people. And like I said, I ain't got no problem with any race. I don't discriminate, friends, relationship, none of that. That ain't even me. I remember walking up to the group and saying, hey, do you guys know where this place is? So, articulate, and, after I said what I said, I just remember them like walking like right past me and not saying nothing, just giving me a look and not saying nothing. Brushed it off like, damn, like, okay, maybe they just didn't want to talk to me, or maybe they just thought I looked suspicious. Like thoughts like that shouldn't have rendered in my head, but I already knew like, shit, people ain't got the right mind nowadays, so what you supposed to think? I could hear the girl say, because it was a man and then two girls. One of the girls said,
I don't really feel comfortable talking to him.
And I was just like, did I just hear that shit? Like they just dead ass dissed me. And then when they walked past me and like just gave me a crazy look, she left the remark, I didn't feel comfortable talking to him. Yo, that just happened. Like somebody just had a racist thought against me. Like I didn't think I looked like a threat. I didn't think, I gave off the wrong vibe. It was just then and there. I just had the first moment, like how was I gonna be able to handle this shit? Because it just like it ate at me, it messed me up. And after that, by some miracle, I just didn't act ignorant. I just I sort of brushed it off, and then I just next move was to type in the address one more time in the GPS. I figured it out. It was at the school. And I went to the building, and the dude, like at the front door, he sort of gave me like this sort of Ryan Seacrest sort of vibe. Like when he walked in, he was all chipper. So like, oh man, you real late. What's going on, man? Why you late to the play? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, man, I couldn't figure out where the building was, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And through the whole play, I was just sort of like watching the play and like enjoying the actual art. And then the whole time I was just like contemplating, like in my head the whole time, like, did that shit really just happen to me? Like, if anything, we about to bleep this line out. What the just happened? Like I was like trying to be calm, but I was like pissed. Like I couldn't like figure out. Like I was trying to like cloud my mind out with the play, but then again, I was still contemplating like, yo, that shit just happened. And that was like the first time I ever encountered like real, in my face racism. Besides like seeing it on like social media and how people like saying crazy stuff. This was like in my face. Like they saw me, I saw them, I heard her and saw her say that. It was just like, what the fuck? Like, damn, man, like people really think like, I like me, not even just me, but a black man is just like not, just not somebody you approach. Like we all about animosity and like violence and stuff. Like I know like the percentage that like sort of portrayed in history and throughout history is like that, but not every one of us is like that. But at that moment, my judging character was just then and there. I seen him in all black. He was trying to ask us something. He looked suspicious. I didn't want to talk to him. So let me just walk away. But let him know through my remark that I didn't trust him. It was like almost she wanted me to hear her say that. Same dude, that sort of helped me into the play came up to me again. Like he wanted to talk to me. Like I was just like, damn, why is this? I'm not really trying to talk to him, man. I'm sort of in a dark place. I don't want to talk about nothing, man. But he came up. He was like, man, I just can't shake the fact that you got a problem. And I'm like, man, look, some disturbing stuff just happened. And before the play, I got here before the play, so I'm just like, I'm not really not feeling this whole like event right now. But I'm trying, I'm just chilling, dog. You know what? I understand, man. Crazy stuff happen all the time. So whatever happened to you must have really got to you. I'm gonna just leave you alone. And he just sort of like we shook hands because I didn't want to like just like leave him off like that, like be respectful. I just sort of told him like, hey man, like thanks for helping me in. I shook his hand and he just sort of left me to myself. I remember after like an hour, I think I got out around like 9 o'clock. And then, the girl that I was talking to at the time texted me, and I was, she was like, "Hey, how was the play?" And I was just sort of, "Yeah, it was cool." Da 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 da. I'm just really trying to go to sleep now. I ain't really feeling nothing. She's like, "Nah, what's wrong with you? What's the deal? You ain't talking like yourself." And then I tell her the situation, and she just sort of like brought me back up to spirits. Like, the whole time we was talking, I was just still sort of bent out of shape by it because I ain't never dealt with nothing like that in like real life. And then like I'm like damn near a grown man, and then here it is, it's in my face like, yo, that group didn't trust you by what you looked like at the time. It could have been that the fact you were black, it wasn't, like it was something, but like the line that she hit me with, I didn't feel comfortable talking to that guy, was just like eating me up. It was like popping up in my head every second. Like I was just seeing it in big white letters, and it was just eating at me. So I just didn't know how to take it. Like that whole day was just the roughest thing. Like I don't know, anybody that's part of the Gorilla Zoo right now that's ever been through racism, like right then and there. But I feel for you. Like I understand. Like it ain't just me. Like people are racist against Asian people. People are racist against Mexican people. People are racist against even white people. But it's just like, why? Like why? The only reason is because of generations before, sort of like clouding the mind and like jading the mind of the next generation and telling them how to sort of act and feel around a certain race. Like it takes a village to raise a child. And if they telling that child, hey, this race is inferior to you, this race is like something, like a set of people you shouldn't be trusting, and they like repeating it, it just sticks. And a moment like that was like like pure evidence. It was like pinpointed evidence. My mom taught me that, to not discriminate against any, but sort of keep your guard up around some of the other races, because they, in particular, white people don't, they've been sort of like in history not really fond of us. But with my mind, I'm thinking, well, that's back in history. Now that's different. I got white friends, that I get along with, that I love, that's like my brother. So why would I even have a mind like that to like keep my guard up against any other race? I got foreign friends who are like from out of the country that like I would never like have that mindset against. Like that's not even me. That's not even in my judge of character. But I just had like a moment of heartbreak. You see the heartbreak. Check it again. I just had a moment of like damn, like that really hit me. That really hit hard, and I don't know how to take it. Till this day I still think about the first time it happened. Like shit, like I just really got judged like that. Whatever race you are, please don't fall into racism. Like don't fall into it. Don't have your mind jaded on a certain race, you know, sort of being bad to be around and not, you know, sort of safe to be around or to like, not even just that, to like marry or be friends with or be colleagues with. Like you should not ever have like a sort of boxed in mind about a certain race because of what was said back in history or what was taught to you by your parents. Like you can keep your guard up, but have your own mind. Think of you. Think for yourself. If anything, if what I'm trying to say, because that right there, just like it hurts to this day, and I want y'all to like feel that. You know, like it hurts to this day. I don't care what race y'all are. If you watching me right now, we family. You can be black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever, wherever you from, whatever shade of your skin. I ain't got no problem with you. We family. Like under God's eyes, whatever shade of color you are, we all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. We ain't gonna get too deep because this could be sort of like a depressing thing for people to hear. But this just is more of a message like, hey, it ain't just happened to you, it's happened to me too. So like don't feel down about it only happening to you. It's happening to many people to this day. Like right at this second, it probably just happened. But don't let it get to you. Like rise above it. We always gonna rise above. You know, that's the end of the video, y'all. I love that y'all back. You know, we already had our second episode of Chronicles of Zoo, so we doing good. We getting the content out, fam. We getting the content out, blocks, and fam. We doing it. We doing big things. You know, I told you, we going from 0 to 100. I mean, 0 to a million. What am I talking about? We going to 0 to a million. We gonna hit a million. Yeah, and I told y'all, just stay tuned. You know, stay tuned. You know, hit that bell notification when, you know, on the channel. Stay tuned in with the boy. Follow me on Instagram at Book of Zoo. I put it right here at Book of Zoo. Also follow the Gorilla Zoo team. You know, because I already put out the @ names, but some of them ain't got @ names yet, but they gonna get one. Follow me on Twitter. Hey, I think I got an idea for the Twitter. As a matter of fact, when I make one, I want to start an advice column. So you know, when I make the Twitter, I want y'all to ask me for advice when I make that account. So you know, I can make that a column here. I want y'all to give me any problem that y'all want, and I will answer the question, you know, sort of the best of my ability. As a 22-year-old man, I done experienced some stuff, you know, from all types of you know, like categories. We can go from relationships. We can go from, you know, like I just said, you know, racist problems like that. You know, we can go from even like trying to do health and fitness, because I'm a health and fitness type of guy. I know you know, I ain't perfect. I ain't like big and jacked, but I do got a sort of regime in the schedule, and I do meal prep. So we can do health. We can go from any kind of category. I just came up with the idea. So I want to make the Twitter an advice column. So go follow it when it comes out, of course. Probably at this time, it's already out. So, you know, go there every day and just sort of post a question. Like as soon as y'all see the account, just go in there. I want to ask you something. Can you tell me? And I'm going to come back to the channel and answer that question. I may even shout you out. I'm going to shout you out, whoever answered that question. I might answer more than one question in a day. You know, that I like giving advice and giving people guidance to the best of my ability. So that's what's going to happen with the Twitter. Just wait on it. But like I just repeated after the story, you know, to all my Block 7 fam, let's show some love to each other. Let's rise above anything keeping us apart and not as a union. Let's respect each other. Treat each other how we want to be treated every day, you know. Let's show peace around the hood, you know, peace around the block, peace around internationally. Because, you know, we in, you know, dark times, crazy times where things are just sort of troubled amongst adults and teens and even young adults. There's all, you know, all people, all races, things are just troubled. So, you know, we got to keep, we got to keep the peace, y'all, and prosperity. You know, like I said, prosper. You are blessed every day with life. You are blessed with the job you got. You are blessed with the family, or, you know, the family you got, the kids you got, whatever situation you in, you're all blessed with it. You just didn't wake up one day and get it. The God blessed you with it after a certain day. So just, you know, prosper. Remember to prosper and spread prosperity around wherever you are. End of the video, man. I love y'all, man. I keep Millie, bro. I don't know why I keep Millie, bro. I'm gone, man. But wait a minute. Wait right there, y'all. Wait right there. LOVE with the heart. It's the love gun. It's the love gun. I always got love for y'all. Never hate. So you know what? It's time to give y'all some shots. Take a shot of love. Let it burn in your chest. So you know what? Here go one. Some love. More. Wait, I see you. You the last one. I like you. I like you. I know you hate me, but I love you. You know what? It's time to get close. It's time to get close. Get close to the camera. Because the hater you probably getting real close too. You looking right into the lens, right with me. So I'm going to do one more thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to give you some extra love. Just one shot of love. One shot of this tranquilizer bullet of love, and you're going to love me forever. So I'm going to love you too. See ya.
Welcome to the lifestyle we live. Smoke and drink a little bit. I can show you some shit. Welcome. Yeah, all that we gon' get burnt up. Every night is the turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Welcome. Girl, no need to be shy. You gon' have the time of your life. Sit back and roll up and do it. Living life like a movie. Welcome. I'm a real one. I can put you on some real shit. Shout